So hey, in this video, I'm going to expand more on a prior video that I did on ideas of buying in high cost areas. So this idea we're going to do a deep dive into is buying with a friend or family member, or even friends plural. I once had clients, it was four of them. It took four incomes to be able to qualify for a home in the area that they wanted to live in. So these are some of the considerations that I believe that you should have if you're buying with someone that's a friend or a family member. Number one, really important, you got to know their credit and you got to know how they manage their finances. If that person is a train wreck with how they manage their credit, then they're probably going to give you issues with making their payment, and you might have issues with financing, but you never know. So it's really important that you all get on the same page on the finances. The other piece of that, which is step number two, is budgeting. And I'm not just talking about budgeting for the payment of how you're going to do the mortgage payments. What I mean is the upkeep of the house. Is it going to be on one of you, both of you? Are you going to maybe do a 60-40 thing, or is it based on your skill level? So-and-so's handy, so they can do this. So-and-so's crafty, they can do that. But I really think it's important that you lay all that out, everything, and set aside money for the oh crap stuff. Things are going to happen with a house. I think an ideal number for houses that are 500,000 or less is to put away 2 to 4,000 in the oh crap fund. Over the years, it's going to build up. Now, if you're in more of the higher end areas, you may want to bump that up to anywhere between 4 to 8,000. Upkeep is important. And if you don't do upkeep, sometimes you get hit with a really big bill. But if you start off in the beginning and you start off small and just start putting away for the house budget, it makes it a lot easier. The other part of that in budgeting that is budgeting the time for cleaning. Who's going to do cleaning, especially if you're cohabitating in the same space? For instance, if you buy a single family home together, if you're buying a multifamily, okay, you're taking care of your side, I take care of my side. But what about the outside? If you're not buying in an HOA where they're taking care of mowing your lawn, who's going to do all that? So you've really got to lay those things out. The third thing is to decide how you're going to do ownership. And that's something where you want to talk to the real estate attorney of how do you want to hold title to the house? Do you have children? Would you rather if you got hit by a bus and died that your half went to your children? Or would you rather that it went to your spouse or to a niece or to a nephew? The way that you hold title is important. So it's important to confer with a real estate attorney. And that also leads to having the agreement all laid out on what the anticipated things are going to be that you're going to take care of that I mentioned before. The other thing, number four, is the exit strategy. What does that look like if so-and-so doesn't want to play anymore? If they fall in love and they're moving cross country? All right, well, how does that work? Are you going to set up a legal first right of refusal? Meaning that within a set amount of days, you've got to either buy the house at whatever the market value is or whatever you determine that it's going to be. Or you're not going to do that first right of refusal. But there's got to be an exit strategy. Because when you're buying with friends and family, sometimes it's a temporary thing. I mean, I've had clients that have done this for years and it has worked out well. And then I've had others that it's gotten ugly and it's gone to I have a client that's forced into a partition type sale. I don't know enough about it, but what I do know is that there is, a whole big legal case going on right now. And either he's got to refinance to buy out the past owner, or he's going to be forced to sell. So if you're buying in a high cost area and you're looking at the idea of, I want to buy with friends or I want to buy with family, watch this maybe a couple of times on things that you should pay attention to. Go online, do deeper dives on the things that you need a little more information on. And if this is something that you want to get started, if you and your best friend or your cousin or your half brother or half sister want to buy a house, all my contact information is below if you found me on YouTube. And as always, would love a share. if you know someone that's thinking about this, and a thumbs up and a follow. Thanks for watching.